Hey, it's Yury Experience, and today I want to talk with you about the fact that life isn't fair. My life isn't fair. I think my life isn't as good as some other person's, and some other person has it better, and I think I deserve more. And where is justice? And there is so much bad happening in the world, and it's not fair. And your life isn't fair either. What is fair? Nowadays we see this topic, life isn't fair, or let us make our life fair, let us all have more fair lives, let these people have fairer life. But what the hell is fair? Because last time I checked, fair is totally subjective, which is why it can be fair for me, but it will not be fair for you. And that person around the corner, that person thinks something completely different. That person has some third definition of the word fair. So what fair is fair? What fair is for everyone? And by the way, it was never fair. Life was never fair. It is basically stated in one of the most popular theories of evolution, Darwin's theory of evolution, survival of the fittest, which means life is kind of fair for fittest, but life isn't fair for not the fittest. That is why throughout our history life was never completely fair to anybody. There was always something or somebody who made life of other people worse, better, and whatever. That is why you cannot state that life on Earth was fair at some point in the history, even now. However, what you could try is to pinpoint fairness. In this place, in this location, during this period of time, life was fair. But again, when you state something like that, you assume that all of the people that were at that location during that time find life fair in there. And I do not believe that. I just don't believe that every freaking person was satisfied with the level of life during that time in that place, because all people want different things, which is why some kind of behavior was acceptable and fair for some people, and for other people, no. Example, different kinds of slavery. A person who is a slave doesn't think, I assume, that that person lives fair life. At least as long as this person is not as in a slave mentality where this person thinks, oh, I actually deserve that because I'm that person. But even these people who have the slave mentality don't really think it's fair. At least not all of them. On the other hand, slave owners didn't have huge problem with that, depending on time period, but still. Which is why for them, that part of culture was fair, but maybe some other person with a higher status was unfair towards them, which is why they were talking, life isn't fair. They didn't look on slaves, they just said, life isn't fair because that person has more power than me. And that's not fair. And this idea goes gradually from very bottoms to very tops. What is fairness? I don't know. However, I don't want to leave you with this bad, evil message, life isn't fair. Only because life overall is not fair and will never be fair. That doesn't mean that you should stop fighting for your own feeling of fairness. Life will never be fair. It won't. Which is why instead of thinking, oh, I cannot achieve that because life isn't fair, or oh, I cannot achieve that because people don't believe in me, instead of that kind of thinking, suck it up and start working on yourself, on your targets and whatever. Life will never bring you something on a plate and say, have it, good luck with your life. Now you have fair life, now is everything great. It will never happen. As a very popular person said, adapt, improvise, overcome. That is the way of living. You adapt to the fact that life isn't fair. You improvise and do your best to find your way through this life, and you overcome the problems that will be on your way that make your life not fair, but you overcome them because you are you and you keep fighting against this unfairness. But do you want to know the best point? During this fight for your fair life, you will make life of other people less fair or not fair. And that is also something that you shall understand and accept. There is no possibility in this life that you can do something and it will be good for everybody. Which fight that you fight is against something or somebody, against idea or society or company maybe, or some specific people. And through your fighting, you will make life of people who are connecting to this something or these somebodies, you will make their life less fair. And that is how life goes. I do not mean by that you shall cut heads and destroy societies. I mean, if it is your thing, you can give it a try, but I do not mean that by my words. What I do mean, only because you are fighting for what you believe is fair, it doesn't mean that it is fair for everybody. It may be fair for you, it may be fair for a group of people like you, but it will not be fair for everybody. And I please you, I beg you, or however the verb is, accept it. Because if you will not accept the fact that your doings will bring some unfairness in the world, you will not be able to bring some fairness in the world. I am a strong believer of the fact that life is more or less balanced, and basically there's more or less same amount of fairness in the world or in life of all the people overall as there is fairness. Which is why when you will bring some more fairness, it will bring the world out of balance, and that is why some unfairness happens. Thanks to you or not thanks to you, but it will happen. What I'm trying to achieve with this video is for you to be more objective. I do not believe that being objective is possible for any human being, but I want you to understand that fighting for something doesn't always bring fairness only, and doesn't always bring unfairness to people that you think deserve unfairness. And also you shall not forget that fairness is subjective. That is why what you believe in may be not fair. Not for you, but for a different person. That's all. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like. You can also subscribe to the channel. I do regular videos about different topics, and next time I'll be talking about micronutrients. If you have questions or topic suggestions, please write them in the comments below. I will try to respond to your comments. Also, I will maybe do an independent video about that, or I will read about the topic first. I do not know everything, but I do know a lot. That's all for today, and see you next time.